Hi. When it said stream starting soon, it still had the black, so I'm waiting. Is it doing anything? YouTube, what are you doing? I'm gonna hit refresh. Come on. There it is. It's doing weird things, and I do not appreciate that. Okay. That set up. I'm doing backgrounds for Egwene and Nynaeve today. Which means playing around, especially when I'm doing a form of watercolor. Or I will actually be doing watercolor. Of course, these are real brush pens, and I don't know. They always tend to be way brighter and more vivid than I want a lot of these to be. Give me a moment. Because this is the red. That might actually be good for the flag of Tarvalon behind Egwene. Where's my reference picture? The swirls are so tight. It's probably going to have to be different for me. Let's see. Blue, green, yellow, red, white, gray, brown. In that order. So let's see if I have all those colors in this in the first place. Blue. Ooh. Maybe not. I'm not sure I like either of these greens. Because there's my two greens. There are two greens I might be willing to use for this. Yellow. Yellow, red. White has to be kept open because there's no doing white. Gray. Probably the lighter gray. And brown. Hopefully this brown. But we'll find out. Stay. Okay. Because it's actually very tight swirls. It's before I potentially ruin the others. Blue. Let's check these greens real quick. That's a bright green. It'd have to be the dark green. So green. Oh. Can I actually fit all this in here? Or am I going to have to go with pencil simply because I need to be able to map out the area? Yellow. I don't like seeing these weird spots. The brushes don't blend very well. Red. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go with these watercolor pencils I have. And then there's white, so I need to leave an area open. Then there's gray. The gray is the worst for blending, it looks like. Seems the lighter the color, the worse it is. Other than the yellow for some reason. And the brown. Come on! That did not want to come off. Yeah, I don't like that. It's interesting, but I don't like it. Stay there, I'll put you away later. Okay.
Hopefully the colored pencils do a better job.
Yep. Oh, they're metallic!
Ooh.
Dreamy blue, silver, unicorn purple, copper, and gold. They're all metallic. That's interesting. Definitely not for use on this. Okay. Purple is not used. Those are too dark for red. Or any of these grays ones I want. Actually, maybe I'll use that for some of this. Come on. Give me the colors. Fog, stone, dolphin, steel, smoke. Let's try steel. Come on. You going through? I think it is. Yes, it is. I think I have a bigger problem than that. The color that's still remnant on there. With more remnant than I thought it was. Really? I didn't think about that. Brush pens are actually affected by the water. I don't want that though. What I need this clear. Am I getting clear now?
I don't know.
I think I'm getting clear now.
From this angle it's clear.
Let's try this again. I haven't played with these very much. But let's see the other grays. Ooh, that is a dark gray. May not be good for the gray Aja. And that one's probably too light. Let's see the smoke gray though. Come on, blend better. You're supposed to be watercolor pencils. Let's go with the smoke at least for now. Come on, let me see what greens we have here. Basil. That's an interesting name for it. Jungle. What green is this? Parakeet. And you? Emerald. I want to see emerald. That's a nice green. Yellow. It's jasmine yellow. That might be too light. Or it might be about perfect. What other yellows do we have? Those are more orange than yellow. No? There we go. There's a sapphire and lemon. Lemon. Lemon's the second one.
Ah. So even without blending?
Yeah.
You can tell.
It's just the other, a lot of the other grays, it was so close. Let's move over to this. Okay. That's 3 of them. I still need blue. What blue is this? Sea blue. Probably not. Probably a little too close to the green. That's sapphire. That's a good potential. What other blues do I have here? The peacock. So many. Egyptian. Ooh. I know one of my favorite... Oh, it's right there! Ultramarine blue.
Ah.
Okay, should I use the Egyptian or the ultramarine for that? This actually is in question. Yeah. That one's the Egyptian. That's the ultramarine. They're both good blues for it.
Yeah.
My moderator's right there. I don't know if anybody else is even here. It says there's 3 views.
There's 2. Oh, 3 now.
But also concurrent viewers are 1. But it's done weird things like this before.
Yeah. Mine says 1 now, so. Either way, moderator's actually in the room.
For once.
And with it up on the thing so I can watch the chat. If anything happens.
I put too much water down.
Oh no!
Come on. Whoop. Water's not allowed to drip. Okay.
But it wants to.
Yes, it does. It is water.
It's what it does best.
I really like the ultramarine, but I think the Egyptian has to be used for this. The ultramarine might be a little too dark for Aes Sedai.
Probably.
Okay, blue, green, yellow. I need red. That's a good red. Venetian crimson. I think crimson leans a little too close to purple. This is over here now. Do I have any other reds? Cherry red's more purple. Nope, looks like it's this one. No other reds I'm willing to use at least. Okay, let's put these in order. Blue, green, yellow, red, white's after that. Then there's gray. I actually have a white. Literally, it's white quartz. Oh my gosh, I can actually see it up against that. I can actually see the white on the white. I don't know how you can see it from over there. You can see it?
It's more a hint, but yes.
It's like, wow, I can actually see white on white. That's unusual. And let's see the cinnamon. Definitely leans too much toward red for the browns. What's this brown? Give me the brown. Earth red. Probably too much red in that too. Sienna brown. Often has too much red. What's this one? Hazelnut. That's a good brown. It might be a little too dark. I knocked down a brush.
How dare you?
Burnt ochre. Hazelnut's a good brown, but it might be too dark. Let's see this again. Actually, a lot of them are dark, depending upon which one. Let me see the color name. Cocoa brown.
Sounds tasty, don't eat
That's
it.
actually even darker than the hazelnut. What's the ginger look like? Oh, that's way closer to orange. Definitely not one to use. Okay, it's got to be between the hazelnut and the burnt ochre. What do you think? Lighter or darker?
For the brown aja?
Mm-hmm.
Lighter.
Which one did this go? Probably there.
like when the other one's wet, it'll take it too close to black.
Oh, it shouldn't.
But also, I've always imagined the brown Aja more friendly and thus warmer colors.
What?
Aren't they the intelligent one?
The brown are the ones that study all the time.
Yeah.
You touch their books, you're dead.
Yeah. The friendly ones.
Here. Now they're wet. They don't really change color that much.
Oh, so they don't. I still think the warmer one.
And the browns are often the ones that get lost in their own thoughts and tend to be considered rather spacey. White is logic. Or what they consider logic. Logical reasoning, that's it. Emotion should be kept out of it. Think Vulcans. Blues are the ones with the spy network.
And the one Marines in.
Yep. Greens are the battle Aja.
I almost said Egwene, but I'm not sure what her Aja was before she became.
Actually, none.
Nice!
She
never
went.
joined a
She never joined Naja, but she said it probably would have been green.
Cool.
Okay. Let's test this out. Do I need to do one color at a time, or can I just do them all? And how light should I be drawing? Excuse me? No. Go away.
What?
No, Epson. Oh my gosh, go away.
Not in the middle of a live stream.
It's like, I am busy. Go away. Okay. Should I have made these wider? Maybe I should have made these wider. The problem of white on white. Let's go to brown. I didn't mess with the tags. I forgot to change the tags, and because I can only change the tags here.
Oops.
Okay, that's fixed. Yep, I should have made them wider. Of course, I'm not doing quite as tight a swirl as it is in the thing. Oh my gosh, it's such a tight swirl. Definitely should have made them wider. Because now I have a gap. Okay, let's at least see what it looks like. I should have lifted this a little bit. Come on, where's the first one? There it is. That's better. There's a reason I got this desk. Specifically this type of desk. Okay, it looks like if I'm careful I can color them all in and then do the brushing. Definitely want to keep a thing to clear out the brush. Especially when I go to yellow. Okay, the yellow is more vivid when when made wet. Okay, yeah, I need to be careful, but I can do it. I might need more scrap. There. Put you aside for now. Let's test you on here first. Same thing as I did the Armerlin shawl. haven't even gotten to the bottom. Definitely needs to be wider. Oh my gosh, how wide do I need to make these? Because they still need to be visibly swirly. Oops, stay. Because the Aes Sedai flag swirls.
Because nothing can be easy.
Nope. Still don't think it's quite even. But maybe it's also more even than I think it is. Let's find out. Because the one where I messed up in the first place might as well be the practice one, right?
Yes.
Do we have rubber cement?
No idea.
Okay.
If we do, it's probably ancient.
Yeah, that's one of the best ways to make sure it doesn't go where you don't want it, though. Especially when she has a white dress.
Yeah.
Edges of the paper every time. How's it going over there?
Fine.
Good.
My sister sent a picture of some of the neighborhood cats in her yard. They're adorable.
Kitty cats. Of course, our cats are out there, but they can't be allowed in here until we figure out where in the world that needle went.
Because we still haven't found it. And we don't want them finding it the hard way.
Definitely not. It'll be bad enough if we find it the hard way. Come on. Edges of the paper. Either doesn't stay or it doesn't come back off.
And never the twain shall meet. That does mean what I think it means, right? That there's never any in between.
Never the two shall meet is really pretty much what it is. It's never the two shall meet. Come on. Oh my gosh. Every time I get near edges, it's annoying.
It's all a plot.
Okay, you can hardly see the white because her dress is huge, and you can almost not see the gray. I think that's about even-ish.
Ish.
Considering the white is this section here. Her dress covers up most of it. Yeah, here's white, gray, brown, blue, green, yellow, red. All 7 ajas.
All 7 official ajas.
Shh! The black doesn't exist. Okay, let's see how well this part does. If we can go across from the other, from the color I just did. Because I'm really hoping for the watercolor effect in general. And I don't want to have to pull out the actual watercolor Because if I can avoid that, because pulling out entire paint sets can be a giant nuisance. Thus the watercolored pencils. I might actually have to take out, considering watercolor paper, I want to make sure it does not touch Nynaeve on the back side. And go figure, watercolors bend the paper.
Yeah.
Even on watercolor paper. But what do you think?
Oh, pretty.
See, I want the watercolor effect appearance. Okay. Make sure the brush is cleared. It's definitely not. Before I go to the opposite side. Hopefully the blue's dry by the time I need to get to it. This is the attempt, at least. I don't want to get in her dress. The blue wouldn't have been as obvious as the red or the yellow. The green, at least, is only touching her hair. Okay. Is the blue dry enough to work next to it? Maybe. Backwards or forwards? Let's go to brown. Should probably spend the time in between coloring in and taking out the actual Egwene that I'm going to be using instead of just the practice one. While this one dries.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay, I might have to switch over to the hazelnut.
Oh.
That's what the brown looks like in a large swath.
Oh.
Much, much lighter, right?
Yeah.
Especially with at least how I draw. Plus it's watercolor. Oftentimes if you're using enough water, it's light. If you're not using enough water, you have other issues. That one, the hazelnut? That's dark chocolate. That's definitely too dark. That's the cinnamon. There's no brown in that section. Is it on the bottom one?
Possibly.
It is. It's on the bottom.
Figures.
Well, at the same time, it's a good thing I didn't start coloring it in with that one. Huh, there's a like. Was that you? Or someone else?
That was not me. So hey, somebody likes your stuff.
Unknown if they actually stayed or not because concurrent review is constantly changing. Currently it says 0 and I know you're on there somewhere.
I mean, I am admittedly changing between tabs, but...
But still, it should still list you as a concurrent viewer.
Should be.
I don't really understand how concurrent viewers actually works.
Certainly doesn't seem to be the way we think it should.
You can see the pencil marks a little too well with the green. Should blend in better. Okay. Water needs to stay where I want it. And that needs dry more before I can actually rearrange that, so I can't do the bottom just yet. Looks like that's clear. Set that aside. Okay, you need to come out if I'm doing this, because there's too much issues and I do not want to potentially ruin Nynaeve behind you. started with really the most difficult one.
Naturally.
Because Nynaeve is going to be relatively simple, especially in comparison. Pretty much gray streaks representing wind. Okay, still not enough. It's always strongest along the perforations.
Naturally. That's what perforations are for, right? To make it stronger?
It certainly seems like it. I've bent you so often, you should be coming off easier than this. And I still have to remove the guys, especially when I've said not to actually do much for their mat any more than what they already have. There we go. Get Nynaeve up in that corner. You still need to dry a bit more before I can continue. Let's get this colored in. Okay. Now overall, there might actually be similar widths. That looks better. Stay in the order I need you in. Okay, hopefully we're good. But overall, for her background, you like it, right?
Yeah.
The Tarvalon flag around her. And considering the title, among the list of titles for the Amyrlin, I think it's rather fitting that she herself is the Flame of Tarvalon in the picture.
Yeah.
Considering it's the Flame of Tarvalon, the Amyrlin seat. She's literally considered the Flame of Tarvalon herself. Any Amyrlin is Amyrlin. However you're actually supposed to pronounce it, I'm pretty sure it's Amyrlin, but I keep trying to say Amyrlin.
As long as the viewers know who you're talking about.
At the same time, that's technically a spoiler. Because that doesn't happen till what? Book 7?
Well, yes. However,
the books have been out for a very long time.
And let's face it, I don't think Amazon's gonna continue that long with it.
It seems highly unlikely that they'll be able to actually finish it, especially with how many major rules they've broken, specifically in that last episode. Because a lot of the rest I could
be able to.
A lot of the rest I could deal with, I could handle, except for the fact that people and creatures without the ability to channel are supposed to be able to go through the way gates.
Mm-hmm.
How else do the Trollocs and the Murdral get through there? How will Perrin, I'm always having issues with the Ogier's name.
I thought his name was Ogier.
No, his name is not Ogier. That is his species.
Oh.
I always have trouble with his name. It's not a difficult name, I just have trouble remembering it. But Perrin, Fael, 3 Fael, 3 Aiel, and our Ogier friend are all supposed to be able to go through the ways completely on their own. None of them can channel. The ways were created by and for the Ogier. So they get grown. They're grown. The ways are literally grown by the Ogier. They were shown how by those that went and hid in the steadings to try and prevent themselves from going insane from Sidene. But they're grown. People without the ability to channel are supposed to be able to use those. And they made it so only those that can channel can use them. Which is a problem.
Big problem there.
The stones, however, I don't remember their complete thing. There's the way gates, the ways, and then there's these stones that, yes, only people who can channel can use those. You can end up in other dimensions. You can pretty much teleport across the world if you know the correct code, essentially. I'm on book 11. I don't know how the whole thing ends. Probably a lot of people die, considering it is an apocalypse. And considering the whole prophecy and stuff, it sounds like Rand is supposed to die. The Dragon Reborn...
He's actually going to, though.
No, the Dragon Reborn, according to prophecy, it sounds like he's supposed to die. Essentially sacrificing himself to save the world. Considering his blood at Shaiul. The Dark... Shaiul, thank you.
Jeez, I haven't been listening to the books and I know that.
It's been a while since they mentioned it.
Oh.
They've been concentrating on the Shanchan. Which, a little difficult when he's supposed to be trying to concentrate on the end of the world. He's trying to concentrate on Tarmangaiden and the Dark One. Instead, he keeps having to deal with the Shanchan everywhere. It's a little difficult to try to concentrate at the end of the world where you need as many people as possible. And you have these other people that are causing issues. Of course, there's the immense difference that has happened with the Aiel culture. In the what? More has a few thousand years?
Yeah.
Huge difference.
I wouldn't know. I haven't bothered watching the Amazon show.
Oh no, I'm talking about in the actual book.
Okay, good.
Because there's a huge difference in that few thousand years, how the Aiel culture has completely changed.
They kind of had to.
The problem is how I'm going to title this one. Because the other ones, it's the Wolf King, the Gambler, the Healer, the Dragon Reborn, which isn't necessarily a... that wording isn't necessarily able to be copyrighted. Dragon Reborn.
Not really.
Because it's really simple and had probably been used in multiple things even before that series started. But the Amyrlin, Flame of Tarvalin, what am I supposed to title Egwene's? In a way that is copyright neutral. That people can definitely tell who it is and all that. That's the issue I'm having. Because at least in my head and all that for now, I can title her the Amyrlin or Egwene.
How do you spell Amyrlin again?
Amrylin.
Thank you.
And I don't want to name her like Witch Queen, because that sounds like it's coming from the White Cloaks. Make sense? And I really don't want it to sound like it's coming from the White Cloaks, the title. I believe Tamerlane, which is another one, should be one coming from the Black Tower.
And her official title is the Amyrlin Seat.
Mm-hmm. feel Witch Queen would be a horrible way to title it. I really don't want it coming from the White Cloaks. White Cloaks suck.
As far as I can tell, it's not trademarked.
Really? Not trademarked or copyright?
Nope.
Seriously?
As far as I can find. You're fine with using that title for it.
Are you kidding me? I was fully expecting that to be... It's also one of the easiest ways for them to hunt me down.
Yeah. Is Tarvallen two different words?
Yes.
And how do you spell Vallen?
V-A-L-O-N.
Thank you. I was going to spell it with two O's. No way.
Valoon. It literally means watchtower in the old tongue. Which makes sense considering it was set up to be able to fight the Dark One in all forms, including the men that have been sent insane from the taint on Sidene.
Pretty.
Better?
Yeah.
But doing that helped me.
Definitely.
Okay.
Looks like if any of those sets of titles is trademarked, it'd be The Flame of Tarvallen, seeing as that's the name of an actual episode. But it doesn't seem to be trademarked either.
You would think Amazon would have.
You would think.
Honestly, I thought Robert Jordan would have. Admittedly, I don't think I would for any of my things, simply because I want people to be able to use these words.
Yeah.
Any fan art of mine?
Jordan didn't think about it, or he was of the same mind. Where anyone should be able to use these words.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also at this point, I'm not sure Amazon could get away with it, because...
It started in 95, I believe.
Yeah. Hey, it's
the book
been
series.
so long since these words were initially used. And B, there's gonna be so much confusion with who actually owns it. Because I don't think Amazon technically could. It would have to be either Robert Jordan's wife or Brandon Sanderson.
And I think Robert Jordan's wife is actually the one... Because it seems like it'd be a poor idea for her to actually outright sell it. Like, sell all the rights.
No.
I think she should still have full control. Even if they are completely screwing things up on the show.
I think
they did a really good job on choosing actors.
For them to use it, but she did not actually sell the rights.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's face it, authors selling the rights to their IPs is a terrible idea. It's always going to be ruined, without fail.
Let's say, I believe with the Percy Jackson one, I think he actually sold the rights for movies to whoever it is that was doing them. And, well, they kind of screwed that up.
That was Disney, and he didn't have to because they already owned it because he was going through their publishing company.
Okay. Wow, the yellow is bright even after with the remnant. I think the yellow is the one that's blended together the best. Everything okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just checking things. Because I'm pretty sure he even still uses their
Oh, he probably does. They probably have exclusive
Disney
rights to it.
Hyperion is his publishing company.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't need to buy the movie rights. They already had it.
And they screwed up the movie considering just how the myths and all that work.
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, Percy should not be wearing those shoes. He's not allowed to fly.
Specifically because Zeus will shoot him out of the sky.
Yes. You trying to kill our main character. He's not supposed to die. In fact, I don't think he dies at all. Which is actually really impressive.
When they go to Hades.
Actually, technically, they're still not dead.
Yeah, but technically, because
other heroes have gone to Hades.
Of course,
You should look up the crossroads sign for New Rome. I think it's like, Hades, you're here! I think I need this gray a little darker now that I've done that.
But they also screwed it up because they had Persephone in Hades, and I'm sorry, it's summer. She's not with her husband right now. Also, she's not miserable with her husband. They love each other.
I think in the books, the only time Persephone is actually in Hades is a special one with all 3 children of the big 3.
Nice.
All Greek children of the big 3. It has Percy, Thalia, and Nico.
Nice.
And it's a side story.
I can just imagine Hades being like, honey, what's going on? Persephone, we're having a tea party.
Actually, Hades isn't there. He's not there until the end. And he's a little irritated at her about this. She had a sword made for him.
Nice. For which one, Nico or Percy?
She had a sword made for Hades by them. Having, essentially been given to him by the other children of the big 3, as well as his own. Zeus and Poseidon can't really get pissed off at him about it. That was her whole plot about that. Hades wasn't impressed. It's like, excuse me, you have broken a whole bunch of rules here. I don't care. Was pretty much her reaction to that.
You don't tick off Persephone. She is a force of nature on her own.
What's that?
That was just my phone.
Is it just your phone?
Probably.
Because I don't know how many texts
It's
from
also
Christina.
yours.
Okay.
Another picture from our sister.
From Tempest.
Yeah.
At least that's the name I'll call her by in this. Considering I don't know what she would actually want to be called.
She sent a cute little comic. How to be a cat. Have a tuna snack. Chirp at a bug. Commune with the shadow creature who lives in the kitchen. Take a nap.
Commune with the shadow creature that lives in the kitchen. How best to do across Nynaeve? Which gray? Smoke gray is that one. Where's the fog gray? That's steel. There's fog. That might be too light. It should be dry. Flip that over. I have a little bit of blue remnant. Do I have a gray lighter than that? No, I only have gray darker than that. Can you stay put?
No.
Stay. Because this gray is the same, right?
Maybe.
Dolphin gray. Smoke gray. Actually, they're two different grays. Surprisingly. This should be the lighter gray, though. This clear. Looks like it might be clear. Let's go to yellow. That's separated. Trying to do my best to keep the colors out. Oh wait, I forgot a section. In her, the gap in her arm and the rest of her body. There, now it's colored in. Okay. That seems to be clear. Gray would be the best next. I probably should have gone with a darker gray. I probably should have outright changed it to a darker gray. But at the same time, I don't want it dark enough to be potentially mistaken as black.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Very bad.
Okay, let's let that dry. The practice one should be dry now. I gotta look over here. Ta-da! practice one's done. She has not been signed. I need to sign her. Those are not the correct markers. Okay, can you put these away for me, please? As much as you can, considering 2 of them have fallen to the ground. 1 sec. Let's see if I can reach it. There we go. The other one I cannot. And here's the box, which needs to be replaced because it's falling apart. Okay. Right. Sign. Sign practice 1. This goes to Mom. Set her aside. There we go. Set you up there. Figure out Nynaeve. Can you hand me gray? Light gray. Whichever gray seems lighter. I think it was the dolphin. Thank you. I need... especially when I'm going to be just doing swishes. That actually might be enough. What do you think? Good?
Possibly.
Do you think that's done enough? Here.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fine. It's just to help show the wind. That is it. Make sense? That is literally all that's supposed to be for. Probably the green. Okay. It's still visible, right? Yes, it is. Trying to be careful along these borders. I really don't want the colors mixing. Good for the green. Probably, I gotta make sure that dries. Let's angle that way, and I guess I will do brown next. After I get the green out of the brush. It stains the brush really well. I'm mostly trying to get the pencil marks to disappear as well as possible. This is the one that will actually get scanned in. And all of them I plan on making limited prints of. And I don't want to buy a whole bunch. So they will not be like 100 prints of each. I can't do that. I can't afford that. I'm thinking maybe 30 to 50, which will be hard enough as is.
Wait, you mean like all at once?
Yes. Yes, all at once.
Oh, jeez.
And there's a larger list than just these 5. Hey. The brown's more obviously a brown than it's almost orange.
Yeah.
Make sure this is cleared again. Almost. There we go. Good. I'm sitting wrong on there. I need to remember to get a new cushion for this chair. I have said this so many times in the last 2 weeks.
And yet you still haven't.
I know, right? Of course,
I'll remember someday.
Of course, I also haven't really gone to a store that has chair cushions. And that's something I think I'd rather be able to feel before I actually buy, so I don't think I should really be doing it off of, like, Amazon.
No.
Or really any other online.
course, I wouldn't have named them by name
Huh, what?
on video.
Huh, what?
I probably would have referred to them as that smug company run by a knockoff Bond villain.
I didn't even think about it, okay? And I definitely wouldn't have been able to come up with that. And I said or something. As much as I dislike them, they're useful.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Creativity with words is not my strong suit. That would be yours. There's a reason you're the writer. Where's that again? I just need to run over the white section. Though I should wait for the red to dry. And the white's the only section left, so let's set her aside for now. And work on me getting the rest of these guys out of here. Can I smooth out the brush strokes with this? Actually, I think I can. I think it takes on an interesting effect. And it looks like it could be a bit more like wind effects rather than just streaks. Should have pulled her out first. Shalahai is behind her. Yeah, I think that works better. Hey, what do you think? I just ran the just plain wet brush over them.
Oh, yeah.
That should be dry enough. I still want to pull everybody out. Okay, Egwene just needs to dry enough so I can actually sign her. there's Egwene. And now start pulling everybody else out. There's Nynaeve. Seems to be better focused. At least I was looking over here and it didn't look focused. It could be just what the effects are doing. It still doesn't look quite focused. Come on, Patron, come out. One sec. Come on, Matt. Coming around. There we go. Can I see them all? Egwene's dry enough to sign. We're right there. Is that visible enough? Because it's there. It's in the gray.
Oh, there it is.
It's gray on gray. It's two different grays.
Not very visible. I'm not sure how visible it will be on
The scan. What's this color? Oh God, that's so bright. And ugly. I hate that color so much. Let's go with the green. Green and the gray, because they have to put it in the same spot. Otherwise it's going to look weird. Having been signed twice. Right?
Yeah.
Still is going to look a little weird because I actually shortened it. Okay.
Okay.
least now everybody's been signed. Also, everybody's been signed in a completely different color.
Nice. Well, it was not on purpose, was it?
No, it was not. But there's these 5 that are going to be limited prints. There's 2 others plus... Let me pull them up on my computer. And they do have... Where are you? Here. There. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 of them!
15 of what?
15 that are going to be limited edition prints.
Wow.
Yeah. Seven of which I need to actually get scanned in so I can make sure the colors ends up correct through the scanner. There's a few of them I've had to do color corrections on the computer, but most of them I have not needed to. It's just how the scanner actually scanned it in. Is this actually clean? Looks like it. Don't need that again for a bit. But that should be it for today. Everybody is finally done. They all just need to get scanned in so I can do color corrections.
Next in-person event is Lake City Comic Con, right?
Yes.
In October?
Yes, mid-October.
Followed by SpoCon at the end of October.
Yes. Right before Halloween. Let's double check when... Go away! Oh my gosh! I get rid of it and then it decided, nope, you need to see this. Okay, I was looking up Lake City. The 8th. That's actually a week earlier than I expected. So, Lake City Comic Con is my next in-person event. It's Saturday, October 8th. It is a one-day convention. Yep, still one-day convention. And then SpoCon, right before Halloween weekend. Halloween's a Monday this year. And that is in Spokane. Can't really think of anything else. Can you? Because those are my next 2 events. I don't know what I'm doing next week, though there is going to be a live stream.
Naturally. Yeah, for live events in person, I mean.
I think the only thing after that is going to be RadCon, and that's not until
next year.
Yeah. And that's the only one at the moment I know for sure. Because, well, only one other actually has their application. No, 2 others actually have their applications out.
So most of them it's wait and see.
Yep. I think that's it. Okay. And the first time I'm gonna ask this, it's like, if you like this, please subscribe, because I don't know. It's probably actually the most helpful thing right now, that are going to my shop and buying stuff.
Yeah.
Although a lot of that hasn't been updated. I plan on getting that updated within the next 2 weeks, now that I've after this event, so now for the next 2 months I don't actually have anything. Except for this, really. So yeah, that's it. I'm on fire. If you like the video, please subscribe. And, well, I will see you.